Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Coming at you here at midweek. Time for another little bench talk on some the projects that I've got going on. Mainly my two group builds I'm working on. The 55 Chevy, the Badman that I'm recreating, picked up a good bit of steam on that, and it might not look like it, but I'll explain that when I get to it. And then that was for Paul's over there at Life Coast Model Car Builds, and then the Naked Models group build hosted by Adam Sodak Model Cars. I got a little bit of an update on that. Not a whole lot accomplished, but it's coming along, guys. And these cool stash ads right here. I'm excited about these, actually. These are pretty cool. Was up my favorite antique shop, at least in our area here, my favorite antique shop, and back to the same booth where I bought the 57 Ford, the original issue 57 Ford, and the original issue 50 Ford convertible. I did some videos on way back at the beginning of my channel. So went back. He had this one. I had this one a while back that I seen, but I never actually asked to look at it and everything. And I'd say, you know what? This is really the only kit that he had. He had a couple promos in there. This is the only kit he had, so like, well, let me check that one out, and decide, you know what, I just got to add that to the stash because it's pretty cool. So this is the first one we're going to dig into, and then look at this really cool one back here when we get done with this this Chevy here. So what we got here, I found this 53 Chevy Revel, and this is a 1976 release, I believe. Yeah, right there. 1976 by Revel Inc. So pretty cool. I don't know that this is the original. I actually didn't go on scale mates to dig this up, but interesting box art, guys. Very basic back then. Just give you a side, kind of a frontal side shot there, and then just a couple pictures of the front and the back. And we'll just walk around the box real fast like we like to do. And then just a nice full build-up picture there. Love that grill in there. Goodyear tires on Krager Mach 8 mag wheels. And then this one came with, check it out, 11-piece tool set included. And then just a little write-up there on the 53 Chevy. And then again, just the end box art there. This is 1/25th scale. Again, Revel is, but by the time they was casting, molding one-piece bodies. So that's really cool. It gives you opening hood. Detailed engine compartment, Chevy 409 engine with two four-barrel carburetors, dual exhaust pipes with mufflers, detailed front and rear suspension. So then it just shows you the underneath side here. Look at, they got the exhaust weathered up a little bit. Pretty cool stuff. So now this kit actually, it has been started slightly. We'll just set that guy back there. It's got the original instructions with it. So we'll just kind of walk through them real fast. Pretty cool. Just talk about getting your tools ready before you begin. And then there's just some suspension. Check that out, guys. Gasser front end. That could be really, really easy to go that route with this kit because those look so cool like that. But we'll see how we go with it. And then, of course, there's your rear suspension, frame, wheels, tires. Two-piece tires in this. And then there's those mag wheels. And then body, door panels and all. Now, guys, these, if you look at this right here, these were actually designed to, if you wanted to, you could cut the doors out and have them open. They give you separate door panels there, so you could actually cut those doors open if you want the doors to open. Then they give you the hinge locks right there, quote unquote. And so that, I thought that was kind of a cool feature on these. Give you that option at least. And then there's the dash, and then of course your rear window installation, and then of course your I guess it skips from here to here. I kind of went backwards on that, but anyway, engine assembly, two different options there: blower or like a tunnel ram with two 4 barrels, stock style manifolds or headers. And then your interior assembly. And then to the chassis. I like that. And then, of course, back to the page I skipped to. And then final assemblies back here. So pretty neat. It's neat when these old kits, you find these old kits that have the original instruction sheet there. So that's pretty neat stuff. So there's the instructions. And then the body, somebody actually started to paint it. I believe it was brush painted there. But this is easily strippable. The body's straight, you know, no cracks. It's not cracked or anything. And of course, the interior pan comes out pretty simple. Again, then the your carpet, everything was just molded right into this pan there, so there's no separate tub. But anyway, and then look, they even got it. They even put detail here. If you wanted to open the trunk, you could open the trunk, and I think it even comes with a separation panel there, and then a place for your spare tire, and it's got like matte material there. Pretty neat the way they did that. Give you that option if you want to do it that way. So I'll put this back in here. I did see, I did look a little bit on ScaleMates, I guess, and it actually advertised or said this one was actually listed as new parts. And I'm pretty sure I know what the new parts were on this, albeit not very many new parts. This actually is nothing more than the 54 Chevy. This was a 54 Revel. This was from the early mid-80s, and this was the hot rod. The Revel Hot Rod series is what this come from. But this is worse for wear. The frame's gone on it and everything. It just kind of went missing by the wayside years ago. But that's, you see, that's the same body. They just give you the different grill. The 54 had a different grill in it. So that's, I think, really the only different part that's in this. But, and I guess I'm not gonna dig all of these out, guys. But they're off the trees, but everything is pretty much all there. I've already gone through the bags. There's all the wheels and tires. Maybe a candidate whenever I decide to do this, do some updated tires for it, especially if I would go the gasser route. Now this has the frame, but it's broke back here. And there are some pieces. I think I got it all. I think I got all the pieces of the frame. Yeah, there's a piece of the frame there. There's another piece back here. So it's either try to find another frame or piece those together and then maybe make the rest of it like with some channel styrene or something. So it's not a totally done deal. But if you go gasser, man, you go with just about any word I'm looking for, combination that you want to on that. So that's not a deal breaker right there. And then just, you know, the other, there's some of the tree parts still in there, and then most of them are all bagged up. There's that 409 engine. So they had started the kit, and then just got that far and stopped. So there's those door panels. If you wanted to do that open, you just cut the doors out, and then put your panels on there, and you have your opening doors. So I thought that was pretty cool, guys. Old Revel kit. I wasn't really a totally big fan of these back in the day, and I know my dad, when he was building, he didn't always have a lot good to say about this era of Revel, because it seemed some of the parts could be kind of chintzy on it. But you know, guys, it's like a lot of things. You know, when it's back in the day, maybe it may have seemed like a pain, but now that time has gone on, there's really something cool about these things, and sometimes it doesn't really matter what it was. They're pieces of history, and to have one, especially this old original style box art, is really cool. And this was number 7 in the Street Classics. I guess they had a series of those different cars. I think there was a 57 Chevy, like a gasser type, in that same series. So 53 Chevy, nice one to have in the stash. So put that guy back there for now. And this guy here, this next one, this is pretty cool. I got this from my friend Robert. Did a trade. He had this resin. I believe it's resin, and this thing is thick, guys. And that's a hunk of stuff right there. But this is a 73 Olds Delta 88. And he had this, and he told me about it at one point, and so, man, I'd like to have that. If you ever want to get rid of it, let me know, because my grandpa had a 74 Delta 88 that I remember when I was a kid, grandpa having that car, and every now and then he drank Goebel beer, and we was staying with Grandpa, Mom, and Grandma was out shopping or whatever, and he'd take his Goebel beer bottles down to the lake and take them to the carry out down there and swap them in for a new set. Interesting that I remember that specifically. And then he had a boat, a cabin cruiser. Every now and then we stop off there too and go take a boat ride. So a lot of good memories in an old Olds Delta 88. So pretty cool. Now this is a 73. The grill I think was a little different in the 74, and the taillights were different. The taillights in the 74 more came up and just covered this area here, and I don't think it extended into the trunk. But it's close enough. It's the 4-door body. Needs a lot of cleanup to it, and I don't have any immediate plans to actually build this right away. I'd like to maybe collect some parts. It did come with these. There's your rear bumper, front bumper, grill, lower grill there. So it's got those with it. And here's your tail lights and headlights. And now here's the windows, but everything was all cast in the solid color resin. So if I can't find any other parts for this, I might just do a curbside on this. Just mock up a bottom for it and give me some wheels and tires. Put these windows in it, maybe paint them like a silver or maybe even black, just black them out. And then put some, yeah, but guys, the words are escaping me today. Acetate in the side here, maybe just paint them black or whatever, and just do a nice curbside on it. And I'm going to paint it the same color Grandpa's was. It was like I think it's called a Cyrus green is what it was. Like a dark green metallic or medium green metallic. So thought that was really cool, guys. Got it, and Robert asked if I had anything to trade, and I had a 16th scale 57 Chevy convertible we swapped out. He was interested in that, and I was interested in this, so we just worked out a trade. So now he gave this to me with this interior and pan, but this is a 67 Impala setup, and the frame you might be able to get the frame to work okay. It's a little tight because, guys, this thing is super thick, really thick. You might be able to get the frame to work okay, but the interior really, this chassis pan doesn't really fit up in there that good. So that's why I may decide after it's all said and done just to do a curbside out of this. And I won't try to open the hood or the trunk lid on this one, for fear of messing it up or something and then not having it. So, but that was pretty cool. So I'll make a decision whenever I get it. Like I say, no immediate plans for it right now, other than to maybe do a search on some parts or not. Like I said, just do a curbside. So that's that. Thought that was pretty cool to get my hands on that. Love the old Oldsmobiles anyway, and that's just a neat part of my childhood, just to kind of build up and sit on the shelf. Pretty neat. And then my group builds real quick here, and then we'll get out of here, guys. This is the Corvette that I'm doing for the Naked Models group build, hosted by Adam at Sodak Model Cars. The only other thing I really got done on this is the front suspension, and actually I got it to where those wheels will turn, so that's pretty cool. I can pose the wheels. And then I'm going to have to go over everything on this, guys. Is all Sharpie. I'm going to have to go back over and touch up when I'm done, because doing that, coloring them up ahead of time and then putting them together is rub the stuff off of there. But we'll go back at it. Got the engine fairly well done. Like I said, I'm not going to wire this one up, just basic build. And then we got all the interior to do yet. So not a whole lot extra done on that. I do have this stuff done on the tree. Again, all done by a Sharpie. So no paint at all on this. So that's where I'm at on the Corvette. And guys, I don't think I'm going to do an update on this Corvette until I get it done. I think my next time you see this, it'll be actual a reveal. So, and then last, certainly not least, this is recreating the Bad Man, which was my first glue together kit, and doing that for hosted by Paul there at Left Coast Model Car Builds. And here's where we fixed that mold. I did that on the channel a while back. I said I haven't had any updates on this, guys, because I just haven't had the time to get back into it like I want to here until recently. there's where I fixed that mold. So I got to get to this in primer and check and see how that's coming out. I did a lot of panel scribing on this, guys. Now it's a little rough looking. I got to clean this stuff up yet. But as thin as those panel lines were, it was really a trick getting everything dug out and to look uniform. So I'll get some, like I said, I'll get some primer on it, see how it looks from there, and then we'll just go back over them if we have to. But really getting those doors etched out good. I still got to work on this molding up here. I probably wouldn't have to pay that much attention. I could just run a strip of bare metal foil. But I figure if I can get a groove in there, it'll be a much more defining line. Same with the back. I got to start on that. And I did the trunk lid. And again, got a couple little boo-boos here, but that's not a problem to fix. Piece of cake there. And then just getting those panel lines scribed out. That was the biggest thing on this. Once I get those all done and cleaned up, I think this thing's really going to start picking up some steam. Because I said I got the chassis primered already. I think the engine's primered. I got to get that put together, get the seams filled, and then we can get moving on it. And I'm going with the Kit engine. I want to do it just like as if I would have done it when I was young, only with my skill now. And it does say 396 on the decal on this, but it is a small block that comes with it, but it's just like a 350 that they you'll see a lot of times. They'll say a 383 like stroker. That's basically the same thing, I guess, as to my knowledge from some of the guys I've talked to. But anyway, so we're going to go with exactly as it would have been in the Kit back in the day. So guys, that's where I'm at. So again, a lot of panel line scribing on this. I got some more work to do. I may just take this in there tonight and continue to work on this a little bit. It's supposed to warm up this weekend, so maybe if I can get some of these things prepped up right, maybe I can start getting some primer on here and start throwing some paint soon. That'll be exciting. Try to get these done by the deadline. So, but anyway, guys, that's where I'm at. I don't want to take up any more of anybody's time. Just wanted to stop in here again midweek, let you know where we're at, extra projects on the bench, new stash ads. I think it's going to be a fun year, guys. I think I might be able to get some more building done like I actually wanted to do last year, and then I kind of cut myself short. So, but anyway, that's all I got for now, guys. So if you liked the video and you made it this far, thank you. If you liked the video, give me a like, the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Leave the comments. Enjoy reading the comments. Again, shop cards. I've got shop cards available. If you want a shop card, just send it to my email, which is always in the description of the video and in my channel description. So if you want that, we'll get one right out to you. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for now. So with that, I'm going to say this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.